Hey guys, it's Randy here at etrailer.com. Today we're going to be taking a look at another cargo management solution. We get questions about how to secure things down all the time from customers, and this is going to be a great option from CargoSmart. This is going to be a removable D-ring. Now this D-ring is going to use a pin and a clip. You can see here. Once removed, we can take that up and out, and you'll just be left with the small bracket remaining here on the floor. So we don't have to have it bouncing around making a bunch of noise when it's not in use, and it's out of the way. When we need it, it's very easy to put it in there, connect our strap to it, and secure anything that we might want. Now for such a compact size and something that is removable, this is going to give us nice weight capacity. The safe working load limit is going to be 1,667 pounds. So if we were to use 4 of these, that's going to work out really well for any ATV, UTVs, small cars, small garden tractors, just about anything you'd want to move around in a normal sized trailer. Save maybe your large tractors, your Bobcats. Unless you're using 6 or 7 of these, you're probably just better off to use 4 of the heavier duty ones. Now, as you can see, we do have a nice yellow zinc finish on this as well. Our base bracket, our pin, our clip, and our D-ring. So even if you are going to be using this in an open utility trailer, I really don't think you're going to have to worry much about rust or corrosion. Now as far as the installation goes, you'll choose, of course, the location you plan on using your attachment point. We're going to be going through the plywood floor here in our trailer. So we're going to use a couple of 3/8 inch carriage bolts. That's going to match up with the squares there. And carriage bolts will give you a nice flush kind of a look once you're done. Using a nylon lock nut down on the bottom. We're also going to be using a flat washer down there. It's going to spread that energy out, and it's really going to help to prevent us pulling that nut up through the floor. So we're just going to hold our bracket in place here. We're going to mark our holes, and we'll get them drilled out. For this, we'll use a 3/8 inch to match our bolt size. Now we can go to the underside. Those carriage bolts will be held in place by the bracket while we put on our hardware. Now we'll put our flat washer on. Again, that's to spread out that energy. Put our lock nut on there. Now definitely use a lock nut. If you're not going to use a nylon lock nut, then use a lock washer. That way these won't back out on you. Do the same thing for our other one. Another thing I like about this is that the D-ring is removable by a pin. Essentially that means we'll just have this left on our floor. We won't have to worry about the whole D-ring laying down there all the time. Once we've got that installed, we're just going to take our D-ring and pin, slide that in underneath. Then we can slide through our clip. At that point, we've got a nice secure attachment point ready to go. Another benefit of the removable D-ring will be that if you're using a closed loop strap, we can simply loop that around there and secure it, or even if you want to redirect a ratchet strap. Maybe we want to connect it side to side to secure something here, but we also want it to pull down on something here. The typical hooks on a ratchet strap aren't going to fit through there like that, so you can run the strap under, re-secure it, and it gives you a great method for that redirection. That nice large D-ring is also going to allow you to connect many different types of straps. I think if you're going to hook a chain on there, remember it's 3/8 of an inch, so it has to be at least a 3/8 of an inch chain. But just about any other type of strap, with the exception of like a flat hook, would work out really well. We'll just get it secured down. That's going to hold our generator in place. We're not going to have any issues. Now we do always recommend using straps in pairs, so it's always a good idea to get a backup on it. One thing you want to keep in mind, the base bracket that we put the pin through, it does stay in place. You don't want to remove it each time. That'd be too much work. So you're going to have about a 1/2 inch that sticks up there, maybe even 5/8 of an inch that sticks up off the floor. If you're concerned with that, we do offer items like this from Brophy. This is a recessed ring. You can see it's going to go down in the floor, sticks up, and maybe a 1/4 of an inch. It definitely reduces the tripping hazard. And it's also going to offer a higher weight capacity. So think about that, think about your situation, and decide which one's going to be the right one for you.